On this computer. Okay, awesome. Hey guys. So I'm so flipping excited because this is crazy. The ones of you that are on here with me right now and the ones that have joined my team, it's crazy because I have a friend in Australia now. I have a friend in Buffalo. I have a friend in Boston. I have a friend in Arkansas. And it's just like makes me want to cry because that's exactly what I've prayed for in this business is to meet like-minded women. And the one thing I will tell you from day one is your friends and family are not going to be who make you rich, or they're not going to be, and I don't mean rich like I'm all about money. Y'all know, those of you I've talked to know what my like goals are. It's not to have a house on the hill, right? It's rich in your time and in your money. And I know that like my mom's not going to join me and go and sign 1 million people. My sister's not. So this is, if this isn't proof, I don't know what is, because y'all were all complete strangers to me a week and a half ago. And now we're all fighting for one common goal. And so that just speaks volumes to me. So I do want to say thank you. Thank you for trusting me. Thank you for, you know, believing in me enough to lead you, because that's a huge leap of faith. And you just stepping out of your comfort zone, I mean, that's huge. This is not always comfortable. This is not always fun, but it's always worth it. And so just remember that. The first thing I told Melody to do is think about your why. And if you can write down your whys, and they're not like, oh, I want to be rich. Like, it truly write down your whys, then you will never lose sight of why you're doing this. This is not for me about even making money. It's like, what am I going to do with that? I want to travel the world. I want to start a nonprofit organization. I want to give back like in big ways, like adopt families for Christmas, adopt kids for back to school clothes, things like that. Those are my whys. And so I know if I stop this, I can't do that. So that's what I cling to whenever I'm like, oh, no one's messaging me, or, no one's responding. So the first thing, find something bigger than yourself. It took me a year to really know what was bigger than me. And I feel like it like stunted my growth because I was just working for a paycheck, then my team's paycheck, but it's so much bigger than that. Now I know like my girls' dreams that are on my team, what they want to do with that money. And so that's cool. And that keeps me going. What I do is I'm going to show you, and a lot of you already know because I've talked to you, is on Instagram, how I follow people every day. Y'all, if I am on the toilet, I am following people. If I am waiting in a restaurant, it is like second nature to me. Somebody that like twirls their hair as a nervous habit, I follow people. I mean, it is just, that's what I do in any downtime. It does not trump my family, but there's no reason, if you're like waiting for a table at a restaurant, if you are stuck at the train tracks, I'm just thinking of like random weird places where I grab my phone and I follow people. So there's that. I did teach Melody this, and I don't think Evelyn or Vanessa had taught you girls this yet, but what I do is I find someone I really, really like. So I'm going to show you really quick on here how I do it. I can't show you on the computer if I share my screen because it doesn't list it out. So I get on Instagram, and so I'm on Instagram, okay? And I go to the search in the bottom. And this is somebody I follow, Joanna Gaines. I don't know if y'all have heard of her, but she does the fixer-upper stuff in Waco, Texas. Like her and her husband Chip, they're these huge philanthropists. They're a great like Christian family, and they fix up houses for families. And so they have like 4.2 million followers, and they're just good, wholesome people. So I can assume that most of the people that follow them are wholesome. Now, that's not always true, but good quality followers, right? So what you're going to do is you're not going to go to that page and look at the 4.2 million people that follow her and follow them, okay? Here's why. They may not be active. They may have followed her 5 years ago. The way you know who's active is who liked her last picture. So I'm going to go to her last picture, click on it, go to the likes. They're all listed, and I'm just going to start follow. Now, this is what I did wrong at first when I started working Instagram, is I would go and I would click on the person's profile, and I would say, I wonder if they'd be good at this. I wonder, oh, they don't have a lot of followers. Oh, well, they don't really know how to You can't do that. It's a waste of time and it's not fair. And here's what I mean by that. This is like, and I believe this, and I know it may sound silly because y'all are just getting into this, but I believe with all my heart this is a golden opportunity to change the world. It's not the only thing that'll change the world. There's plenty of other things that will, but it's a huge opportunity to. So who am I to look at someone's profile and decide if they're good enough to do this with me, right? And so once I got that in my head, it was like, I will never deny anybody the opportunity for me to follow them and them to follow me back, because you just never know. So I don't waste my time doing that. I just follow them. If they follow me back, great. If not, they usually get cleaned out with my cleaner app. But that was just something that I realized personally I was wasting a lot of time on, is like trying to find the perfect person to follow. And Melody is a perfect example, because her first thing that she messaged me, I actually went back and read it today, because one of the top income earners, Melody, is my best friend, Melissa. I sent you a picture of me and her. She messaged me this morning and she's like, how the hell did you get somebody from Australia? And I was like, oh, it wasn't easy. I said she had lots of really good questions. And so she's like, show me y'all start of y'all's conversation. And I went back to it and you were like, yeah, but I don't have followers and I won't be good at this, blah, blah, blah. She's like, how did you answer that? Well, I told her, I said, Melissa, and I told Melody this, somebody that already has 10,000 followers is probably already doing something on social media, right? They're probably already promoting something, or they already kind of have their niche. It's not that I don't follow them, but I want to find people to teach them and to help them grow into that. So don't let that scare you, because what if I would have been like, shouldn't have a lot of followers, right? So I had changed my thinking of that's a good thing. In my opinion, that's a great thing. So I just hit, like I'll do it right now. So this is, that picture. These are all the people that liked it. And I'm just going to follow until it times me out. And by timing me out, when I click follow, it will turn white and say requested or following, and then it'll pop back and turn blue. Okay. At first, when you start doing this, it'll max you out like after 100. Then once you start doing it regularly, it increases the number of followings you can do an hour. It's really weird. That's the way Instagram and Facebook are. They have all these weird algorithms to make sure you're not a scammer, a spammer, and that you're like a real person. So like when I first started sending a lot of messages, there were, hold on, I know that girl. Okay, I could send like 20, and then it would be like, you've exceeded the number of messages you can send. This action is disabled. Now I never get that message. So it's weird. It just takes time to build it up so they know you're real. So I'm going to do that real quick until it times me out. You can do that with me if you want to. It doesn't take long. And like I said, I don't worry about who these people are. I don't worry about, I can build a relationship with somebody based upon our interests, but I'm not going to count somebody out because I can't find an interest. Because every one of y'all that I've signed this last week and a half, I have something in common with, or I've been able to connect with y'all some way. It's not like y'all are bizarre or we're so different, and that is important. If it was like somebody that was, I don't know, I just think it's important to have that connection, but not to write people off if you can't figure out what it is at the beginning. So I'm going to follow all these people, and then I get follow backs. Hey, Melody, I broke 9,000 last night in my sleep. I was so excited. I told her, I was like, it was 3 o'clock this morning. I was like, I'm not going to bed until I get 9,000. And I couldn't get, because it timed me out of following people. So I couldn't get those last 4. And I'm like, oh, but I woke up with a ton. So I'm like, yes. Another thing I'll tell you too that I've learned works for me is to put your account on private. Here's why. This is just me. You may not agree with me and you don't have to do this, but I have had my account on private before and on public. And I'm talking about Instagram. I realized I got more follow backs when people wanted to know, who is she? They couldn't figure out who I was or why I'd be following them. So they requested to follow me back. So, try that. Just give it a try. It may not even matter for you, but for me it did, and it increased my followers significantly. So my account is on private. I will always keep my account on private because my following increased significantly when I did that. Okay, another thing I want to tell you is posting is not asking. I just realized that I have been in this business for almost 18 months, and just now am I waking up to messages. Just now am I getting people, hey, tell me about the cleanse. Hey, what did you mean I could grow my hair out, right? So for the first year, it was a lot of me initiating those conversations. Now, don't get me wrong, like, I still had people that would message me, but it was more common for me to be hustling to find them. It just takes time. Now they'll be like, oh yeah, Courtney sells those wraps, and they'll message me. But when I first started, you have to not be scared to message other people. But here's how you do it. You don't want to just get on Instagram, find a bunch of people, and just start messaging them. You want to have like some sort of system or some sort of way that you're going to do this. So Melody, let's say you post, about the fat fighters, and you get 10 people that like it. You're going to message those 10 people. Those are the people I message. I message people that like my post, or sometimes I will message somebody if I see their profile and I'm like, man, their profile is amazing. We have something in common. I think they'd be really good at this. Then I'll message them about becoming a distributor. But I always look at who likes my stuff, because those are the people that are interacting with me. That's what I would call my warm market. Okay. When I do that, I don't expect them to message me back, and I don't expect them to buy or join. I never do, because you can't. You'll set yourself up for failure, okay? You just have to know that that is you sending out a flyer and an opportunity. Now, I'll tell you what I do with that is anybody who responds to me, I start a conversation with them. My goal is to talk to people, not necessarily to get them in the computer, because if I'm talking to people, I am spreading, the opportunity. I'm spreading information about the products, and that's a huge win. You cannot base your worth or your success on the number of people you put in the computer, period. Because there are days that, you might show up to work as a waitress and make $10, and the next day you may make $500. So you cannot do that. You just have to be consistent. Like today, these are some people I talked to. They were interested. I've sent them messages, but they didn't buy. But guess what? I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 people to follow up with now. That's exciting, because they didn't tell me no. And if they tell me no, I'll write why they told me no. Like one girl told me, I am so not interested. Well, I'm not going to write her name down. Another girl said, I don't have the money right now. I will on the 24th. I wrote down 24th, her name, and by God, the morning of the 24th, I'm going to message her. So the most important thing for you to gauge your success by is, do you have a growing list of new people? Okay. People you don't know. That's okay. That's what makes this so fun and that's what's going to make you successful, is building those relationships. And I sincerely build relationships. Like, I care about my girls. I'm not like, oh, okay, just join my team. I'm not going to teach you anything, because then when days get hard and times get hard, y'all aren't going to want to come to me, and girls aren't going to want to come to y'all. So truly, like, let them know who you are. If you're a single mom, if you lost your job, who cares? Own it. I tell people all the time my story. It was not pretty. I lost my job. The federal government was going to sue on my behalf. It was horrible. It was very public, but you know what? I didn't let that knock me down. And that's helped me connect so much with other moms. So just keep that in mind whenever you talk to anybody. Since y'all are starting off, what I would highly encourage you to do is make a hundreds list. Think about all the people that are actually in your life. Know that these people are not going to probably be the people that take you to the top. That's okay, but they can get you started. So what I mean by that is, think of, if you were having a baby, if you were getting married, if you were graduating from college, who would you send an invitation to? Who would you notify? And start writing their names down. I promise you, 100 people. You may not think you do, but I promise you do. Start writing those names down. And those are people you want to start reaching out to and get those in as loyal customers while you're growing your audience in the meantime. One of the things that nobody ever told me was that, Courtney, you will be signing people in a year that you've never met. And I wrapped my brain around that so far into this game that all I can do is teach you from day one. You have to meet new people. I don't get out on the street and meet new people. I do it online, but you have to be open to that and you have to be okay with that. Now, if they're like creepers or a guy that's like, hey girl, I'm going to delete you, block you, whatever. There are creepers out there. Don't get me wrong. But there are really good people. You know, social media is not, it doesn't have to be a scary place. So don't let that scare you. Start writing those names down. Then I sent out a message that said something like this. Hey, Susie, I've started my own health and wellness company. I'm looking for 3 product testers. Can I send you some information? And I'm going to type this in our group message. And then, you know, if they know you, they're your cousin, your sister, your friend from high school, they're probably going to go, yeah, sure, right? And then you're going to shoot back at them. Well, tell me what you would be most interested in as a product tester. Losing weight, tightening, toning, and firming, increasing your energy, or growing your hair out. Like 99% of people can tell you they want to do one of those 4 things, right? So then you're going to give them a product that they could try. That's how I got all of my loyal customers at the beginning. Just messaging people, messaging anybody that I kind of even knew, my mom's friends, my neighbors, whoever it was. And that first month, I signed 45 loyal customers, just like Jocelyn's video, because I was like, I'm asking everybody, what's the worst that they can tell me? And so since some of y'all are all new and y'all are younger, being told no can be scary. This is how I view being told no, okay? And if you can do this and you can like tell yourself this, then you can do anything. Being told no to me now as if I was a restaurant or a waitress at a restaurant and I say, do you want cheese on that or not? Do you want onions on your enchiladas or not? It's a yes or no question. If somebody is your waitress and they're like, hey, do you want onions on that? And you say no, does that hurt their feelings? Or if they say, do you want dessert? And you say no, do they go in the back and cry? No, they could make more money. Of course, their tip's going to increase if they can upsell you on a drink or dessert, but they're not going to go and lose sleep over it. So we can't either. We cannot let somebody that says, you know, these wraps suck. Okay, I'm sorry you feel that way, but I have proof, you know, and I believe they don't. You know, I don't have the money for that. That's too expensive. I'm sorry you feel that way. The people that tell me it's too expensive, and it's like, you know, $50, I'll say, you know, there was a time where I thought $50 was too expensive for my health too. Have you ever thought about making extra money? And I've gotten distributors that way. So just get your mind strong from day one and know there are billions of people in this world. There are not billions of people on your team. And if you can like just let that be your motto and what replays in your head every time someone tells you no, then you just keep going till you get that yes. I want you to think about something. My ratio for signing people is about 1 in every 100 people I talk to. So if I have 250 girls on my team, how many people have I actually talked to that have told me no? A heck of a lot more than 250, right? So just, there's no special trick. There's no magic trick. There is nobody in this company that's not told no. They're millionaires in this company have been told a hell of a lot more than me. So you just keep going and you know that there are those people out there. So here's what I do every day. Every day I add 25 new friends on Facebook. Okay. You know, on Facebook, how ads will pop up and it'll say like something like from this boutique, and Melody, this may take you some time to get used to, and that's okay. Let me show you. Okay. So on Facebook, I am going to go and I'm going to look for like an ad. I am huge like into special needs or little boutiques, stuff like that. So let me see if I can find one really quick. Hang tight. So here's a Fort Worth event, right? And it's showing up as an ad in mine. I'm going to go right here to the people that have liked it, just like on Instagram. And I'm going to add them as friends. I don't care who they are. I may delete them in a month. I may have a huge connection with them, but I'm going to go and just add them. And it's going to ask me, do you really know these people? And I'm going to say yes. Here we go. Okay, great. And I'm going to add 25 people. I don't add guys a lot. You can think that's sexist or not. I don't know. But I just don't because I want to work with girls, but I'll welcome a guy to the team. Any day of the week, but I focus on adding girls. So that's how I find new girls to add. And I do 25 a day. I also wish every single person on my Facebook a happy birthday every day. Now, at first, it was just like, there might be somebody here, somebody there that has a birthday. But now every morning whenever I log on, there's like 20 people that have birthdays. When I started this, I only had like 100 friends on Facebook, but now I have over 4,000. So I'll log on, I'll see whose birthday it is, and I'll just tell them happy birthday. So I add 25 friends on Facebook. I tell everyone happy birthday. I follow the max amount of people on Instagram, I'd say at least 3 times a day. I don't count them. I don't sit there and go count to 100. I just do it until I can't do it anymore, and then I just move on. It could be I move on to taking a shower. I move on to taking a nap. But that's something I do every single day. I run my cleaner every single day. I know Melody already knows what this is, but I'm going to show this for the other girls. This app is called Cleaner. And it's in the middle. You can follow people that are not following you back. The reason why you want to do that is you want to keep your ratios in check so that you always have more followers than people you're following, because those are the people that see your stuff, right? The people you're following that aren't following you back, they're not seeing your posts. So I do that. I take like 30 minutes a day and I interact with people that are following me or that have liked my stuff. So I'll send them a message that says like, hey, thanks for liking my cleanse post. Do you want a spot? And I'll also go to that person's page and like 6 things and like drop an emoji heart on something so that I'm interacting with them. So you have to show some love to people's page so that they come over and look at yours and then they're curious. I do that every day. I spend 30 minutes roughly on Facebook liking stuff, commenting on people's posts. You don't have to do that much, but this has turned into a huge full-time job for me, which I'm excited to do this. So that's some things I do. Another thing, trying to think, there was something else I was going to tell you. Oh, I post 4 to 6 times a day. I post something every single morning that's motivational. It could be a quote, a picture, a Bible verse. It doesn't matter. And I don't go into a long, it's literally just to get people's day started off right when they see it. It's not for sales purposes, if that makes sense. Now, every time I post to Instagram, I make sure I click the option and I share it to my Facebook. So it's hitting both of those crowds. So I post something inspirational, I post something funny or interactive. So I'll post you can even just say, do you drink white or chocolate milk? Right now I have that birthday twin thing going on. Just look at my page. Anything where people are commenting, it prompts them to comment or interact. So you could post, what is one thing you always buy at the grocery store when you go? What would you rather have, a convertible or a truck? Or, just silly things to get people interacting with your page. I post one of those every day. I always post a join me post that's either I posted earlier, me at McDonald's, and I'm working my business while my kids are playing. That's like a join me post. That's how I'm showing you how I work my business, throughout the day. So I do motivational, funny, and interactive, a join me post, and then I do products. So if you go and watch the video by Jocelyn Yates, she will show you that you open up a product tester spot. So it can be for any product, and then you're going to count it down with before and afters. So I do that, try to do that every day. I stick to one product a day. If not, it's too confusing. It's just too overwhelming. It would be like going into Sephora and really having a lot of questions about mascara, and they want to walk up and tell you, like, this blush is on sale, this lipstick, blah, blah, blah. You're going to lose somebody if you're posting every hour about a different product. So when you post about one product a day, and then I want you to watch Jocelyn's video and count it down. And I may post once about that product, and if I get like 20 people that are messaging me, then I may not post again because I'm so busy messaging them back, or I may get nobody. So it just depends. I want to show you, and Melody, this is a way I can show you to find posts that you can steal. So if you go up here into Facebook, and let's say you want to post before and after hair, skin, and nails, okay? So you can go before and after hair, skin, and nails. It works. Like, this is a perfect one right here. This girl says, one more hair model needed. You know, you can change up the wording, but here's a picture. You can save this picture, cut and paste this, boom, you have a post to slap up. Actually, this is Jarvis right here. That's my friend. That's Tina. That's my friend. This is Jarvis's, and boom, right here, post that, still her wording. So this is a really easy way to find wording and pictures for posts. I like to start with a post like this, like hair, skin, and nails 90-day challenge. And then, who is that? Jazz. So that's a way to find posts to use and pictures. Sorry, hold on, I'm looking. This is Ashley Sinclair. She is our ambassador upline. Make sure you are following her. Oh, okay. Oh, wait, this is a different page. That's our millionaire page. But this is Ashley. She is our millionaire upline, and you can follow her. She's a great person to follow. She's awesome. She's so flipping funny. Oh my gosh, that's crazy. Okay. So that's how I work my business every day. Those are little things I do. I hope that gives you kind of like an overview of how I do it. Of course, I'm always available to you for questions. I'm going to jump off of here and call 2 people back really quick, and then I'm going to join Jarvis's Zoom. Her code is different. She is our Triple Diamond upline. I'm going to send that in the group message, and if you can jump on there for a few minutes, that's awesome. But I will be up working because I am putting somebody in the computer tonight before I go to bed. Like, that is my goal. So let me know what questions you have. Let me know how I can help you, and just know, like, you're in business for yourself, but not by yourself. And I'm always, always, always here to help you, cheer you on, teach you anything I can. Melody, thank you for being patient, because I'm learning all new things about Australia. Like, some of their products are a little different, but hey, whatever, like, we're learning together. So I'm super excited about that. And just thank y'all for trusting me. And I cannot wait to see what you guys do. So I have my phone, I have my wine, and I will be sitting here working. And let me know what y'all need. I'm here to help y'all. So I love y'all, and I believe in y'all. And Melody asked me, how can I believe in a stranger? And I said, because a stranger believed in me. And Jarvis was a stranger to me, and she believed in me all the way to $73,000 in bonuses that I did not believe I could get. So that's what I'm here to pay forward to you girls. So I will talk to y'all soon. Let me know anything y'all need. Okay, bye.